Hello, hello to all who find this Pick a Jar collective reading. My name is Seven, and today we're going to be going over this little Valentine's Day energy that we got going on. We're going to see just how exactly the prospect of love will be playing out throughout the course of these few transits that we got going on, stirring up a bit of a telenovela situation, if you will, with all of the current astrological transits that are in place. For example, we have Mercury that will still be retrograde by the time Valentine's Day rolls around. Venus will be in the kinky and kooky sign of Aquarius. So I definitely think that with Mercury also making aspects to Jupiter on that day as well. I'm pretty sure we'll still have a conjunction of Mercury and Jupiter. I think that it will allow us to have very fulfilling and promising conversations or realizations about ourselves and the people we share intimate connections with, and it will propel us to speak to them and speak to ourselves from a place of love, and to come to compromise and understanding of the current state of your particular union or dynamic, whatever stage it may be at the moment. But of course, we have the handy dandy tarot to further define and guide us throughout the duration and growth of the intimate connections that we share on this plane. So I have 3 jars, as always, for us to pick from today. We have the rose jar, the basil jar, and the hibiscus jar, as well as the corresponding symbols underneath. Today we have the little infinity collective, the spiral collective, and the heart collective as well. So I'm going to keep it a little short. I know, knowing me, especially with this Mercury retrograde and all of this Aquarius energy in the air, I got a lot to say, so I'm trying to keep it nice and short and sweet for y'all, because I know this little reading is going to be juicy. So feel free to stop right here and take a moment if you need to simply pause and reflect on the options ahead of you, all the options that you currently have within your sphere of reality as well, and what you feel as if you need the most to feel loved and treasured and cherished as a person. And go ahead and choose whichever jar you feel is the most representative of that. So go ahead and take a moment right here if you need to, and I'll go ahead and get started on your reading. Hello, hello to all of you who have chosen the Infinity Collective and the Rose Jar as your corresponding herb for today's messages. So, what's tea? Let's see what exactly it is that we got going on for you, my beautiful Infinity Collective. Oh, I almost called you Spiral. Already, we got an interesting little note to start off this reading. So, we have 2 tarot decks and 2 oracle card decks today. As always, all of the names of the decks will be linked in the description, so we all have a fair idea of what exactly it is that we're working with today. Today we're going to be focusing in on this little Valentine's Day energy that we got, this little atmosphere of love and connection and compassion that we're all currently building and anticipating, and evaluating the connections that we currently have and seeing how they'll be blossoming accordingly. Already we have, let's see, I don't remember this Roman numeral, please excuse me. I know they'll probably be like, damn, how many times have you looked at these cards and you still don't know the numerals? I look at math, I blank out. It's simple. We have the sun here. So there's already a sense of bliss your way, my beautiful Infinity Collective. I definitely see that there is a lot of promise, a lot of self-fulfillment as well. The sun is also correspondent to Leo energy, allowing in people that we have a understanding with that goes beyond the surface level. Leo's shadow has to break through that veil of superficiality and attain deeper connections, yes, and explore different horizons and avenues of connection with the people around them, with the Three of Wands that has now just come out. So I also definitely feel that big heart chakra energy that Leo has as well. They're very big lovers. They have a beautiful sense of community, and also are very considerate of the people around them as well. What I really love about Leos as well is that the love that they give is truly a reflection of the love that they retain for themselves. They're very transparent in that matter. That's very fire sign energy. It's kind of you get what you see, kind of, no ifs, ands, or buts. So they're very uncompromising in their reality in that way. And they also have a undying sense of loyalty to the people that mean the most to them. So I definitely see that upcoming for you, my Infinity Collective, especially with the beautiful Ace of Cups that has now entered the chat. I definitely see a deepening of a connection and an opportunity to deepen a connection with a lot of passion as well. But there is no absence of emotion. It isn't necessarily something that's the heat of a moment. It's something that is building in intensity and velocity. And I feel that now, especially with the Ace of Cups being present, there is definitely a deepening of a understanding that you have with the people around you and the people that you love the most. I definitely, oh yes, now that we have the World card that has just flashed herself to me. Okay, we got 3 cards actually. I feel compelled to take them all, so I'm going to. Let's see if there's any other additional messages that I have from my Infinity Collective and what they can expect and love with this Valentine's Day business and energy that we have going on. It's making me very giddy as well. Like, I feel like a young person with a crush. Like, we have the 2 of Pentacles that has just popped out. Your bottom deck energy is the 8 of Cups. Interesting. So let me go ahead and put these all down in a concise fashion so I can relay a proper narrative for you guys. Okay, so here we are. So now that I'm seeing the World card come out, well, I see a deepening, because I feel like at first, perhaps the connection that you had with this person, it wasn't necessarily superficial, but I see that you were kind of more independent within that. Leo is a very independent energy, a very hot bad bitch on the block, if you will. They don't really need anybody. People kind of just naturally gravitate towards them. And I feel that you've been entering this period of self-love for yourself, which is probably why you picked the rose jar. And now you're looking to deepen the love that you retain for yourself and share that with another person. And I definitely see the opportunity to do that coming soon, especially with the World card that has presented itself. This is all about celebrations, like recognizing milestones, and also closure. I think that now you are being asked by Saturn, which is what the World card is ruled by, to kind of participate in the ultimate test of love, which is to incorporate other people into the picture. And I definitely think that you're getting the opportunity to do so. I definitely think that you've let your guard down and you're much more willing to compromise with the 5 of Wands in reverse. I think that you've achieved a greater sense of love for yourself, which is good. And you are looking to see how you are able to make that love that you have extend outwards and extend to another person. And I think that if you were kind of just like not necessarily denying or rejecting this person, but I think that a lot of you were kind of just too busy doing your own thing to recognize that you could deepen your connection with them. And now you are seeing more capacity within yourself to do so. If you've been single for a while, for others of you, I definitely see that now you're definitely going to be putting yourself out there, and any prospects that come up to you, there's definitely not going to be a waste of time, so to say. But I don't necessarily even see like bad dates as a waste of time. I kind of see it as you truly determining what you need to feel the most loved and appreciated as a person. And I think that you definitely know how to do that for yourself. And now it's simply about having someone else in that can complement the love that you give to yourself accordingly. And I definitely think that this person is on their way, especially with the star card here. The star card is ruled by Aquarius after all. So I definitely think that considering this is also going to be the sign that Venus will be in around Valentine's Day, if you got a cute little date coming up, or if you've been thinking about seeing somebody or going somewhere, or doing something with a particular someone, I think that it's definitely going to provide a wonderful chance for you to explore a deeper sense of connection and intimacy with this person. And you'll be able to also be more willing to incorporate them into your schedule. I think that a lot of you have been in this single hot bitch energy, and now that you're allowing someone else into the picture, like, oh, am I able to do that with everything that I have going on? Or like, is the timing of this correct? Especially with the sun card here, whenever I think of that, I always think of time and how it reflects upon like our day-to-day, because the sun is the biggest indicator of time. That's how we as human beings determine the hour in the day and determine how much time has passed. So I definitely see that questioning if you are able to have time for other people, especially with the Five of Wands in reverse. But considering it's reverse, it's not going to be a confliction. It's definitely going to be manageable. And I just simply think that it's about you delegating your calendar and schedule accordingly, and ensuring that you also make time for yourself so you can just sit in the bad bitch energy that you were saying and also make time for other people aside from this person, friends or family too, especially with that sun card that came out. Leo is very big on reaching out to their loved ones and assuring them that they are loved. So I definitely think that you ensuring that you also have time for the other people that you hold near and dear to you will be important, but definitely manageable. So let's see what it is that we got going on with the Tattoo Tarot. I like using both of these decks in contrast, because this is all about energy that you can kind of see on people, because tattoos always like kind of tell a story. And I like the Quantum Tarot because it kind of shows me what isn't exactly apparent on the surface level. So it's like I'm getting two different narratives of the story, which I think is very interesting. I definitely think that with the Tattoo Tarot, it's really good at telling me about people's characters. So let's see what they're able to tell me about your person, and what exactly it is that they'll be on energy-wise around Valentine's Day. So what can you tell me about the Infinity Collective's person and what their energy will be like around Valentine's Day? So what can you tell me? Okay, already we got the Page of Wands. So there's definitely that exploration like I was talking about earlier, deepening the passion that exists, and seeing the ability to allow something to be born again and come into fruition. Something that it can come off as a bit lighthearted and a tad bit immature. I'm not gonna lie. Page of Wands is very much the type to laugh at like pee pee poo poo dick jokes. But I see that they do have a serious side with the Page of Coins that has just come out. They're not all fun and games. They definitely is a side to them that wants to build something sustainable with you. I definitely think that that is going to take time, and that is going to be something that you're both building, especially with the Two of Coins that presented itself earlier. This is all about building. This is all about finding ways in which you're able to grow this relationship and also integrate it accordingly into your life in a way that is sustainable, and also in a way that has a side of practicality, because I feel like because there's so much passion with this person, there's a side of you that's very practical and logical and wants to get things done efficiently. And I also see that as kind of being a hesitation, like, oh, well, I don't want to get swept up in romance when I have so many things to do. Yeah, especially now that under the Eight of Cups is the Five of Pentacles, but now we have the Six of Cups underneath that. So you know that there's definitely a bond with this person, especially with the Ace of Cups. There's a soul tie that you know is there, and it's something that you don't feel as if you have to walk away from, but something that you just have to build compromise with and open communication and assure that it's delegated responsibly. I think that this is also just about you walking away from the notion that you kind of feel as if you have to do everything by yourself with the Five of Pentacles, and allowing other people into the picture because they are here to complement you. Oh, especially now that under that we have the Empress. This person definitely has intentions to build something larger than both of you within your connection, and I think that this is just about allowing them the chance to prove that to you, because I think that they're a very action oriented person. I don't think that they're necessarily the type to sway you with sweet nothings and poetry. I think that they are very much just people that take initiative and probably do like acts of service as a love language. I think that they just want to show you that they are here for you and they are willing to work with you, and also just be there for you. And even if there is a very nice practical side to the relationship that you share, I also see there being a nice harmonious balance of fun and playfulness present too. It's just about also reminding yourself to not take yourself so seriously. I think that you do have a bit of a cheerier side to you, and I think that this person naturally brings that out. Yes, the Six of Cups is present again, so there is definitely a very deep connection with this human being. And I think that what they have to offer is very promising. I think that they see so much light in you, and they definitely intend on deepening this connection. I feel like you've already known this person for a lot of you, but for others of you, perhaps this is someone that you see and or you're like, okay, yeah, like let's meet up, and then you have like an instant connection with this person if you haven't met them already, or perhaps you do know them but you haven't known them for very long. I think that there's just a sense of recognition present. Yes, oh my goodness, with the Two of Cups. Stop, I'm getting cheesed. Like, I'm cheesing as if this is like me. I'm like, oh my god, this is so cute. With the Two of Cups present, this is all about compromise, like I was saying earlier. So I definitely feel that this person is very understanding of the fact that you are a busy bee and you like it that way. Yes, they know that they also, you have a very unwavering sense of independence, and I feel as if they know to not tread lightly, but to be considerate of the time that you do share and cherish that, because they know that you've been through a lot and you are used to doing things by yourself, and I feel like they're here to help you and to not make you feel as if you are left out. But I also feel that can work both ways, and this is also serving as a reminder for you to be very open within this relationship, and to keep your heart space honest, and to communicate with this person about not just your need for independence but your need for connection as well, and to not be afraid to say that this that love is something that you need as a person, and it isn't something that you should deny yourself of. And I think that this person helps you remember that love isn't something to deny yourself of, because the way that they are offering it, there's a lot of emotions present, but also a nice amount of action present as well. So it's like actions match words here. I think that this person also is still, again, trying to see how they can build things further with you, especially with the Two of Cups. That's about not just compromise, but also a recognition of the possibility to deepen something further. And the Six of Cups is like kind of like that, hey, I know you from somewhere energy. With the Five of Coins, it's about enduring a sense of loss or a sense of isolation. But I think that this person sees in you that you do a lot by yourself, and they just don't want you to feel as if you have to do it all alone. Yes, exactly. They're trying to change that. With the Death card present, they are definitely here to really help you change overall. There's a sense of rebirth present. This person, I feel, probably has water, and I'm also getting fire in their chart, and I feel the water, fire, and earth are like the primary energies that are present here, so they could have a combination of the few in their chart. But I'm definitely seeing that with the Death card here, they're trying to help you rebirth the way in which you feel about your sense of independence. Yeah, especially with the Chariot here, like they are coming towards you to help you find new ways to gain meaning within the world around you, and to deepen the sense of meaning and relationship that you have, not just with the people around you, but the environments around you, and to help you build a reality that is reflective of the love that you are surrounded by. Which is a beautiful message I'm getting. Oh my god, yes, especially with Temperance and the Ace of Coins. Yes, okay, we're making sense here. Seven of Swords is your bottom deck energy, which I think is very interesting. And I think that's interesting because we went Seven of Swords, Eight of Cups to the Magician. I don't think this person means funny business. That's not why I think the Seven of Swords is here. Seven of Swords is also like my spy card. I always see that when I feel like someone's energy is nearby. So with the Temperance and Ace of Coins cards present, there's definitely a need for balance. I feel like this person is here to instigate passion and to instigate emotion into your very practical world, and to help you instigate a sense of joy as well, because this is ruled by Sagittarius at the end of the day, and Sagittarius is a very happy-go-lucky, optimistic energy. It is ruled by Jupiter after all, so it definitely has that stroke of luck present with its energy. And with that, with the Ace of Coins, I definitely see that this being as an opportunity as this person to help you oh, that's so beautiful. Help you enjoy like the small moments, and the moments together that you do share. This is something that they truly cherish, because they see how much strength and potential you have, and they simply don't want you to feel as if A, you have to do it by yourself, and B, they don't want you to feel as if in order for you to get something done, you have to walk away from what currently is making you happy in order for you to get down to business, so to speak. That isn't a compromise that you have to make for yourself. I think that's also why the Seven of Swords is present, because they're trying to help you change a current perception, and they're also still, like I said, gaining information on you and how to better understand you and strengthen the relationship that you do share. Under that, we have the Magician card, and I definitely see that as a transmutation of energies. I feel like even though this person is very action oriented, whenever they do talk to you, and whenever they do have moments that they're communicating with you, they're using that time to really listen to you. Like, they're not just present just to be present, because they're trying to gain like a small moment from you, or a small action from you. They're not here for instant gratification, so to speak. They're here to really instigate growth and happiness together, especially with the Temperance card that's here, with the Two Cups that the angel is kind of flowing back and forth. I definitely see this also as a sense of alchemy present, a sense of chemistry between the two of you. And I also see that they really just simply appreciate the fact that you're kind of able to make something out of nothing, so to speak. And they appreciate how resourceful you are, and they appreciate just how much it is that you set out to do, not just for yourself, but for other people as well. They appreciate the fact that you are such a helpful, compassionate person, and they kind of want to pay back the compassion that you so easily give out to the universe around you, my infinity collective. I'm trying to also see if they have anything else to say before I switch on over to the oracle cards. This person really does see the light in you, though. They definitely see you as this like light bringing being, and feel so illuminated and just passionate when they're around you. Yes, now there is justice present. So I knew it wasn't any funny business with that Seven of Swords. With justice here, this is ruled by Libra. So this is definitely, like we're getting out with temperance, a sense of balance that is here. I definitely think that you have a soul contract or tie to this person. And this is yes, again, the Chariot at the bottom, that kind of they really are coming after you. They're very determined to be with you, Infinity Collective. I definitely think that this person is here to, again, while at the top deck of this, we have strength, which I think is so beautiful. With strength here, that's more Leo energy. Wow, this person definitely is meant to help complement the growth and reality that you are cultivating for yourself. And they have a lot of emotional sentiments towards being included in your world. They are deeply appreciative of it, and I feel like they always do what they can to demonstrate that to you. And they really don't want to be someone that's just all talk. They want to be someone that is there on a very not just practical, but emotional and spiritual level to you. They want to match your energy. And I feel like the reason why they are currently like looking to build accordingly is because they want to know how just exactly they are able to match that in their own unique way, not in a way in which they are essentially only doing things to appease you or to get on your good side, so to speak, but it's truly a way in which they feel that they can show appreciation and reciprocation for the love and delegation you put into this. Sounds like a poetry slam now. Even though I said that this person isn't a talkative, more of an action-oriented person, that doesn't mean that those words and thoughts aren't there. You know what I mean? It always will be. Libra is an air sign at the end of the day, so I guess this is where the poetry is coming in. And that is ruled by Venus, and Venus is the quintessential planet of love and union and contracts as well. So that's where I'm also getting that soul contract energy from, but also this is a general reading, so take all the information as it resonates. I would definitely do like your own little shuffle with your cards and keep with your counsel if you want further clarification on that or verification for others of you. But I definitely think that with justice here, there's a lot of balance here, and this person isn't trying to make you feel imbalanced like you may have had in the past with the Five of Coins, where you kind of are the person that's giving more than they're receiving in the relationship. I think that person is here to end that pattern and to not make you feel as if you have to overextend yourself to prove your love. I think that simply by you being and existing, this person feels loved and appreciated by you, which I think is wonderful, because they see how much you're already willing to give, and they are looking to see what else they can add on to that is not only unique but sentimental. I'm also hearing something that they know that you would need or appreciate. They don't want to just give you something for no reason. I think that they're looking to see what exactly it is means the most to you as a person, and how they're able to truly offer that and use that as just one way, simply just one way, to exemplify their gratitude for the loving and amazing human being that they perceive you to be. So let's see what we can get with oracle cards, please. Spirit, any additional messages for the Infinity Collective, from their person about their dynamic? Oh, yes, scrying intuition. So I definitely think that you have a deep soul tie to this person. I would not be surprised if you have dreamt about this person, or if you've been seeing a lot of synchronicities that just so happen to remind you of this person. I definitely think that they think about you a lot as well, and when you get these synchronicities, it's because they're kind of just sending off those telepathic waves into the ether. And considering if this is someone that you do have a deeper soul tie to, which I am highly suspicious of in this case, I think that's why you kind of get a lot of strong messages. Yes, forgiveness, reducing burden. So with that Page of Wands here, especially with the Eight of Cups here, I also think that perhaps you walked away from this person in order for you to achieve your own independent sense of happiness, or you kind of just abandon the prospect of furthering anything with this person. And I think that you are definitely revisiting that throughout this transit. But what they have to offer is sincere. I saw this earlier before I pressed record, when I shuffled to see the general gist of what your group would be about. So I definitely think that if not you forgiving yourself, then if this person comes off as a little immature at first, perhaps they may extend an apology to you, and that you can have a better understanding of one another and deepen and continue the relationship accordingly. But I think that anything that they do say, especially if they have an apology to extend, or if you have an apology to extend, any words that are translated to one another are definitely sincere. I don't think that this person is in any way trying to slight you or sly you. Or this also could be simply in relation to your past life as well. I think that maybe in this particular lifetime, if this is someone that you do share that soul contract with, that this life cycle is about your essence is forgiving one another for the past lifetime and being able to move on accordingly from there. So now we have hearth, happiness in our hearts and homes. Oh yes. So they definitely have a practical need to build something with you, like I was saying earlier, build something that's much greater than the relationship that you two share. They want to build a new beginning and something that is fruitful with you, and that is their aim and intention within this dynamicism. And anything that they offer definitely comes from the heart. Yes, with the underworld, where all things pause and begin again. I definitely think you have unfinished business in relation to karma with this human being, especially now that we have mischief and play being the energy underneath that. I think that there is, again, a lot to explore with this person. And I think that you, I also saw before this was rose quartz, which is the bottom deck energy for your group before I properly shuffled, which I'm going to do right now. So I think that's so funny, again, that we just have like synchronicities within your group. I think that's in the coincidence. I think that you've probably been seeing a lot of them. This is simply about of course taking those messages accordingly and not being afraid to deepen your connection with your higher self and the world around you, including your spirit kin and those that are meant to complement and propel your growth forward. Yes, especially with the Sarasite travel that just came out, especially with the Three of Wands that was here. I'm not yes, especially now we have selenite, which is about peace. So there's a sense of harmony present with this person. There is a lot of harmony, even though there is fun and there's travel. Perhaps this is also someone that you're going to be meeting for the first time, someone that's traveling to you, or perhaps this could even be a long distance relationship for others of you. I think that there is a higher sense of understanding with one another, because we have two cards here that correspond to the crown chakra. So I definitely think that not only that, but astral travel might be a thing for you. Perhaps you see each other in each other's dreams quite often, if I'm real. Or you get the synchronicities that are just eerily accurate and tend to present themselves at just the most coincidental of times. So I think that you are definitely traveling towards peace with this person, and that you being very open with your heart space, because also with selenite, it's ruled by Taurus as well, and Taurus is very big heart chakra energy, and because it's also ruled by Venus, I think that the peace that you seek within your heart space extends beyond that, which is why we're getting the travel card. And this is about you really putting yourself out there and putting the love that you retain for yourself out in tangible form, and getting it back accordingly from the universe. Yes, communication. I think you communicating with the universe about the love that you retain for yourself, and using that as your standards when attracting the love that you need to feel the most nurtured as a human being is important. Perhaps petitioning with the universe, and communicating with your guides and your angels about what it is that you need as a person, and what it is that you need from a partner to feel the most supported and nurtured and cherished as a human being, could be very helpful to you, especially with the scrying card that came out earlier, or perhaps even writing down what it is that you plan on saying to this person, if this is a connection you're deepening that you kind of brushed off before, and kind of just giving yourself an idea of what exactly it is that you want to say to this person, because I feel like, again, you're so used to being in that energy where you're oh yes, sorry, I needed a moment of silence, because now we have past life patterns. So there's definitely a theme of communication present from past lives for you guys. So I think that you working on your communication is what helps you rid of the karma that exists between you and this person, and allows you to be in a peaceful union. So as long as you continue to work on your words and getting them out, and being open and honest with your partner, or perhaps even the opposite, allowing your partner to be reminded of the fact that although you do appreciate their actions, sometimes you would like to hear some words of encouragement and love and just general affection, and being open about that. And I think that's something that they definitely will be open to, and they will not repeat that pattern and make more of a conscious effort to remind you verbally of the love that they have for you. So I definitely think that communication is how you are able to make the most out of your relationship with this person, or working on your communicative patterns. And woo, yes, especially now that we have calcite, which is calmness, as your bottom deck energy, there is a lot of peace that this person promises is you within your dynamic. I think that you've faced conflict in the past, because people see just how unwavering and uncompromising you are in your standards, and general confidence and independence. And this person is here to provide you the support that you need, that truly complements this fiery, independent energy that you retain. So that is what I am seeing for you for this Valentine's Day by Infinity Collective. I love this reading. I love this love. I think it's so wonderful and harmonious. I think it's truly a balance of energies, kind of like really is like fire and water almost. And I am very much happy for you, and I'm very much looking forward to hearing how this may resonate for you. If you have any questions or comments or just general concerns, please do leave them down below. Also, feel free to like and subscribe if you're digging the low FM frequency that I give off on this channel. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I truly appreciate your presence and your energy, and I will see you soon. Bye. Hello to all of you who have chosen the Spiral Collective and the Basil jar as your corresponding herb for today's messages. So we're going to go ahead and get on to this piping hot tea, shall we? We're going to see just what exactly it is that we have going on. Cooking up for you already, we got the King of Cups. Ooh, what we got cooking up for you, my beautiful Spiral Collective. Let's see what exactly it is that we can anticipate for Valentine's Day, whether you're single in a relationship or somewhere in between. And let's just see how, with a stroke of luck, we have the Wheel of Fortune coming out as the heart of your reading. So I definitely see a plot twist on the horizon. I definitely see a stroke of fate, a stroke of luck, if you will, blessing you in your love life, my beautiful Spiral Collective. Basil is a great herb for making wishes, after all, so I definitely think that if some of you have been out here trying to manifest a little sunset, a little somebody, a cute little human being to come sweep you off your feet, then I definitely think that there is holding on to that aspiration, especially now that we have the Seven of Wands coming up. I see that a lot of you have not given up on what it is that you deserve. You have not given up on your definition of love against all odds at times, I'm hearing for some of you. You definitely are very assured in what it is that you need for yourself. Yeah, especially with the Three of Cups here. A lot of you are definitely longing for companionship and just general fun and intimacy with another person. With the Ten of Wands coming out, I definitely feel that there might be some pent-up sexual frustration for some of you, if I'm very real. I think that you, for this group, a lot of you probably have been particularly single for quite some time. If you are currently in a relationship with somebody, I think that you just have currently been dealing with your fair share of burdens as a couple, but what a couple doesn't go through its own hurdles instead of obstacles or ups and downs. And I simply see you longing for a fun time, and I definitely think that fun time is coming soon. I think that you haven't given up on your ideas of happiness and harmony and just general affection and reciprocation. And I definitely see you having that present, especially with this Valentine's Day coming up. I definitely see you being given the chance to have a time that not only is it fun, but it's also meaningful. That's another way in which I see the Three of Cups. Yes, and now we have the Magician. I see a lot of you changing your circumstance, and definitely are looking to truly manifest what it is that you need to feel the most emotionally fulfilled and loved and appreciated as a person. The Magician is very big Mercury energy as well, so I definitely see again that manifestation coming through, which is probably why I said that earlier. I also see that with the Magician present, there is definitely change on the horizon. I see that in order for you to gain this sense of happiness and joy that you are longing for with another person, I just see you having to kind of look into your logistics. Yes. See what it is that exactly makes you happy. I think that considering that this particular group, I feel, has just been going through life and the motions and emotions that come with it. So I definitely see you taking a moment to simply pause and reflect on what it is that makes you feel happy, what makes you feel loved, what makes you feel fulfilled, and communicating that accordingly, especially now that we have the Magician here. This card is ruled by Mercury at the end of the day, which is the planet of communication. And I definitely see you being open about how you have simply felt as if there was an absence of affection and just general compassion or emotions present within your particular dynamic, and you being able to find different ways in which you can gain a sense of love and joy from the people you have intimate connections with. If you are single, then I definitely, yes, now we have the King of Wands. There's a lot of wands here. There's a lot of fire and desire. I don't blame y'all. I mean, 'tis the season. So there definitely is a need to compromise and a need for union, yeah, especially now that we have the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. There is a sense of exploring, a sense of fun. Might feel at first like you're kind of doing things all over again. I feel like you're longing for some sort of refreshment in your romantic world, and I think that you definitely are gaining that this Valentine's Day. I think you're getting a very clear picture of what it is that you need to feel the most treasured as a person. If I can be very honest, if there is someone that you have been with and it just hasn't been working out. This doesn't apply to everyone, so again, take what resonates, don't take what doesn't, don't let it stick. I see that you are walking away from this person, but in you doing so, in you preserving your sanctity and need to feel fulfilled, you are definitely inviting in the right person that is able to love you the way in which you need it the most. I felt like I had to relay that with this particular group, so I did. But for those of you that aren't looking to drift away from another person, even if you do, again, they will be rewarded rather quickly at that. So don't feel as if you're making the wrong decision or like you're gonna be alone forever. But also don't let that be the sole motivation that makes you reclaim your sense of independence. Let it motivate you, but don't let it override your need to heal and fulfill yourself emotionally first as a person. But I feel like you already are doing that, and you walking away from this particular situation is solidifying what it is that you have learned. And upon you walking away, it is simply you building upon that and building bigger and better, more meaningful and substantial relationships with people in result. For others of you, if walking away is not something you've been entertaining and you are looking to deepen connections, then I definitely see you doing that. I think that considering that the King of Wands is a very big picture person, although he is very ambitious and charismatic and knows how to talk to the right people and get it done because he knows how to utilize the resources and environment around him. I also see that being true to yourself is imperative within this narrative. Even if this is someone that you are going on a date with for the first time or someone you're going on a date with for the 10th time, I think that you being very real about how you've been feeling lately, because I feel like you haven't been feeling the greatest. I feel like you've been a bit on edge or a bit uprooted as of late, and simply relaying what how you need to feel assured right now will be very beneficial for you. Yes, under that we have the Six of Swords. So I definitely see a transition moving into calmer waters. This also would allow you to not feel as if you're going to project onto the other person, if that's applicable, or not continue to relay burden or just general conflict or strife within your dynamicism. If you're single, I think that if you're just being real with this person, even if you feel like you're saying too much for a first date, you definitely aren't. I feel like this person really appreciates your openness and honesty and the fact that you're very real about who you are and how you feel. And I feel like if anything, that is something that intrigues them to further explore potential with you. So now I'm going to get some more tarot. I want to get more information about this person with this particular deck. So Spirit, what can you tell me about the Spiral Collective's person? What can you tell me about the spiral collector's person? Okay. We have the 7 of coins and we have the 6 of wands. Yeah, this person definitely appreciates your set of standards and the way in which you carry yourself accordingly. I also definitely see them as someone that is the same way, which is why they like you. They very much see a lot of themselves in you, especially like with the 7 of coins. Even though that is my name, the number 7 is all about spiritual attunement and wisdom and enlightenment. And I think with the 7 of coins, the 6 of wands being here, 7 of coins is about seeing potential and how you're able to further it. The 6 of wands is celebrating it. So I think that you being real about everything that you've been building, but also utilizing this time to be in the here and now when you are with this person, when you get the chance to see them and speak to them in person. Whoop. Okay, this showed itself to me. Okay, you know what? I feel compelled to take all of these, and let me see what else I could get. Like I was saying, I think you wanting that moment of fun, that moment of celebration with the 6 of wands, you're definitely getting that. And now that we have the 10 of coins present, interesting. This person is very interesting. With the 10 of coins being here, whatever it is that they're offering you, it is definitely something sustainable. They aren't trying to give you something that is good for the moment. They are trying to offer you something that they can grow, not just individually, but also in union with you as well. I think, like, even if this is like your first time meeting this person, I definitely think that they really see you, and they really understand why you are feeling this way, and they see the potential in cultivating moments of joy and making them last. Most importantly, like, they don't want just a moment, which is what the 6 of wands here is all about. The 6 of wands is like, you are the hot bitch of the moment, but they don't want it to just be the moment. They always want you to be their hot bitch. Which I know is like, okay. But they always want that. And especially with the King of Swords here. The King of Swords is very analytical, a very observant character. I think that there's a pretty good amount of air energy here, especially with the Magician that popped up over here. I definitely see that this person kind of likes to also take notes about their surroundings and the people in them. I think that when you tell them how you feel, I feel like they probably will have an idea already that you've been feeling this way, especially with the Hermit card present. I definitely see that they're definitely a very deep thinker. They think a lot about the world and their place in it and the people around them as well. So when you are very open to them about how you've been feeling lately, they're probably gonna be like, yeah, I know, because just by observing your body language and the way in which you were building towards revealing how you've been feeling lately, or simply just by them having a good understanding of you, this is someone that you've known for a while, they're gonna know what's up. But it's nothing that they're going to hold against you, nor is it going to be any reason for them to distance themselves. I feel like they're gonna understand that you also need some time to just reset and recalibrate accordingly, but they know that it's also going to be beneficial because it'll be refreshing to your dynamicism as well. I also see them as having a pretty good amount of wisdom and introspection to share with you as well. I think that they're very much someone that's good with problem solving and thinking, and I think with you relaying this to them, they'll probably have a lot of solid advice to provide you with, a lot of which you will find to actually be meaningful and helpful to help you not feel so isolated, essentially. Especially with the Star card present, I feel like a lot of the words that they have to say are very enlightening and just generally, even if it's very realistic, and you can tell there's a lot of rationality and pragmatism present with their thought process, they also always remind you to utilize that as aspirations to grow and to kind of see the silver linings of the clouds, so to speak, and find new ways of expressing yourself and expressing your truth to the world around you. I think they're very big on that as well. I think they're pretty individualistic, even if they are someone that moves in silence, so to speak. And also with all of this coins present, I also see them as being someone that's rather stable as a figure, even if they don't have a lot to say in the moment. There's always a lot going on in their head, and I feel like it isn't anything that they hesitate to share with you, especially with the Lovers card that's present here. I definitely think that a lot of the communication that you do have is very meaningful. And it definitely comes from the heart. This is another card ruled by Mercury as well. We also have another Mercury card, which is here. This is the Hermit. This is big Virgo energy. So I definitely feel that there is a lot of knowledge about yourself to be gained by being with this person, and also a lot of knowledge about how you're able to build your future and purpose accordingly. I feel like they also have a lot to offer in terms of advice and general assistance in that prospect as well. With the Four of Coins present, I also see a bit of an unwillingness to let go of this particular dynamic. I really don't think that they're going to go anywhere. Even if there are times where they are a bit silent, or they have like a day or two where they aren't really saying too much. I think that that's just simply them trying to work out the logistics of something, and then they present themselves to you again like, hey, sorry, I kind of went AWOL for 2 days. I was thinking very deeply about my cat, but here I am. It's always for something very practical too, like whenever they come back. It's never anything big or dramatic, or even if it is, they'll tell you, of course, but it's always for them just trying to simply think through everyday problems, and sometimes that takes a little bit more time than usual because they have a lot of thoughts that they need to sort through. They're very mentally engaged. And they also, even if they have a lot going on in their heads, I definitely see that they share with you when time is right. Yes, the Ten of Wands. I definitely feel like they have a lot to say to you, but they've been waiting for the opportunity as well, especially with the King of Swords present and the Hermit present. I think that they've been waiting to relay more about themselves and who they are to you. And I think that by you being open first, you're kind of setting that precedent and making it easier for them to simply cut on say, even though they plan on doing so anyways. I think that this is just you offering that. And yes, especially with the Two of Coins, that give and take, that delegation and communication and practicality. And with the Eight of Cups, it's like leaving behind the notion that you can't instigate conversation or moments of joy. And I think that you, even if this is a moment of joy, you're still going to be able to have a meaningful conversation that doesn't in any way kill the mood. I don't think that it's going to be in any way a downer on the rest of your time together. And I think that you'll really appreciate that with this person, because it might be a bit of a concern that you have at first, but I don't think that it's going to affect anything. In fact, it's going to deepen the connection and allow it to be even more meaningful than you had anticipated. So let's go ahead and get some oracle cards for you, Spiral Collective, what it is that you can anticipate in love, and any other messages from their person as well. Any messages? Joy. Yes, exactly. Being present in the moment. I think you're instigating joy all around, even if the conversation you're instigating is a little bit more serious. It's instigating long-term joy, my spiral collective. Again, even if this is a situation that you end up having to walk away from, yes, wise seeing, wise action with the owl. This is a moment that you instigate with tact, with wisdom, but it will definitely lead to a lot of prospective happiness in the future. Whether it be you walk away and then you end up greeting, hello, the right person at the right time. So perhaps that other person that is waiting for you, that's able to love you in the way that you need, is a lot closer to you than you think. For others of you that are looking to gain closeness with another person, I definitely think that you instigating this conversation is doing just that. You're instigating joy with wisdom, but you are furthering it because you are deepening your connection and communication with one another in the process. You know, just because whatever it is that you're doing is lighthearted doesn't mean that the connection in that moment is. There is so much more that lies beyond the surface between the both of you. Yes, death, the eternal cycle begins here. And I think you opening up and being honest, that very big Pluto energy, that Scorpio energy, allowing your emotional world to be revealed and to be heard accordingly, will definitely be very beneficial to the both of you getting a more grounded understanding of just how exactly it is that you operate on an individual basis. Yes, there is unnecessary fear that clouds this particular situation, but it doesn't have to be, and that's why we have tarot. Now we know that this isn't something that we have to put on a fake smile for and haha kiki in the moment and not be real with the other person because we feel like we have to like put on a face just for a moment. I think that you're exactly the apple, risk and reward and infinite possibilities. I think that there is definitely so much more joy to be gained here. Yes, we are weaving communities, we are weaving meaningful connections with the people around us, and I think that this is a great step in doing so, and I think that there is nothing to fear at all, and this person definitely does not fear your emotional state, so why should you, like why should you fear sharing that? I think that they'll really appreciate it and appreciate your honesty, most importantly. Oh my god, we have 4 and that's how many I wanted. Okay, spirit, thank you. So we have, yes, the rose quartz, love, the heart chakra. Exactly, being open and honest about your emotional states is key. We have kunzite, which is children, the third eye in the heart chakra. This doesn't have to necessarily particularly pertain to actual children. However, if you do have children with this person, I definitely think that having this day away from the kids will be very helpful for you. If not, I think that you just being open and honest with your inner child when you are with this person will be helpful. I feel like this person brings out your inner child a little bit, and they love to see you happy, and they love to see you connected to who you truly are, and they are looking for you to deepen your connection with yourself as you are deepening your connection with them. That is something that they will always encourage you to do, and I think that you working with your inner child will be very helpful throughout this, because it'll help you not be so judgmental towards yourself or your emotions. When children feel some type of way, they just let it out. They don't even second guess themselves. And I think that this person is really allowing you to practice that sense of openness and to not be judgmental with yourself in the process. Yes, problems resolve, lapis lazuli. Whatever decision it is that you make for yourself accordingly, it is going to have a favorable outcome, and you are definitely going to be much happier in the long run. By being true to yourself and your standards and how you need to feel loved. Yes, especially with the pipestone that came out. This is ancestors ruled by the root chakra. So I think that also this person is helping you break generational karma, especially if you know in your particular family you feel a bit shut out with emotions, or you know that you had relationships around you but with adults, and that you observed growing up that you weren't healthy, and now it kind of tends to impact your perception of love. And I feel like this person is helping you break that karma and to build something that is much more beneficial and just generally brings much more life and nourishment to the energy that you retain. Yes, your bottom deck energy is Unakai, living in the present, which I think is so spot on for this reading. I'm like, she knew spirit, she knew what she was doing with these cards. So this is a beautiful wrap up of the energy of this reading. I definitely think, yeah, we have tourmaline over here, so this is definitely like a rite of passage. Like, this is how you clear the air, almost, by being true to yourself, by being in the present, instigating joy for yourself first and foremost, to not feel so weighed down by the earthly responsibilities we delegate on a day-to-day basis, and also to live in the present with the people around you, and to allow love in that is the most affirming and complementary to your highest self is very important for you, my Spiral Collective. And I feel like you are getting exactly that. As long as you remain true to yourself and what it is that you need to feel supported, you will never be short of the unconditional and a never-ending supply of love that the universe has in store for you. So that's what I'm seeing for you, my beautiful Spiral Club. This is actually a lot shorter than I had anticipated. I normally don't ever have readings this short, and I'm so surprised, but I feel like your particular message was just like so swift and to the point, kind of like that King of Swords energy that I was seeing earlier. But I think that it's supposed to be that way for you guys. I think that you just needed that, a very clear reassurance that everything will be okay in terms of whatever decision it is that you end up making for yourself, and that you don't need to fear living out of your heart's truest space anymore, and that the time in here is now. Live in the present, live for yourself in the present, love for yourself in the present, and be open and honest with yourself and the universe around you about what it is that you need as a human being, and allow everything in accordingly. So thank you so much for spending time with me. I always appreciate and cherish the time that I spend with you guys. Feel free to leave me any comments down below if this reading resonates, or if you have any other questions or concerns. Also, feel free to give me a little like and a little subscribe if you're digging the little FM frequency that I got going on over here. As always, thank you for tuning in. Stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you soon. Bye. Hello to all of you who have chosen the Heart Collective. Whoop, you almost didn't see me there. And the hibiscus jar is your corresponding herb for today's messages. So, Valentine's Day tea. Let's see. Let's see what it is that we got stirring up in the cosmos for you, my beautiful, beautiful Heart Collective. Let's see what it is that we got going on. Just in time for Valentine's Day, whether you're single, in a relationship, or somewhere in between, question mark. I definitely want to use this time to reach out to the universe accordingly and see what messages she's extending to us. Yes, this is the card that flashed earlier to me. So we have the Three of Cups. So there is definitely a want to celebrate, a need to instigate a moment of happiness, a moment of intimacy, a moment of vulnerability, and just general openness with another person. Considering you are the Heart Collective, I am not surprised that the first card that you got is a Cup card. And also, now that we have these two cards came out for the last group, and I shuffled more than once. Here we are again. I guess the need for joy is universal. I mean, it is the season for love, after all, in the mood for love. Hello. So I'm actually gonna just take it. With the Wheel of Fortune that just came out, I definitely see that there is a need to change. I see that for some of you, perhaps you've been in this lighthearted energy for quite some time, and you are currently looking to switch it up into something that's a little bit more practical and a little bit more serious. I see you kind of wanting to, exactly, yes, you want to deepen a connection into something sustainable with another person. With the Page of Pentacles that has just presented itself, there is an opportunity for growth, but I feel like this is still a new prospect for a lot of you. I think that this is probably the group that's been single for a while, or I wouldn't be surprised if this is the group that has the most single viewers in it. Yes, now that we have the Knight of Wands, not Wands, oh, but y'all got some passion though, Knight of Swords, that has just presented itself here. So I definitely think that this is my my group that it probably has been solo dolo, riding solo, no Jason Derulo, for quite some time now. If you are someone that is in a relationship, I feel that, or you're dating somebody, I feel like you're kind of wanting it to take it to the next level, and you really want to deepen your commitment to this person, but you're kind of currently in planning mode, seeing how you're able to do that. Yes, now we have the Fool card. Wow, there's a lot of cards for this group. Now we have the Fool card, we had the Knight of Wands, and we also have the Magician, which also came out for the previous group. So perhaps you guys have some messages there as well. Your bottom deck energy currently, let me see what this is. This is Roman numerals. I'm too sexy for math. So let's see what this is. Here we are, the Hermit card. Yeah, so this is my singles group. Hi. Or if you have been in a relationship, I definitely feel that you've probably been taking more time to yourself than you are delegating within this particular dynamic, and not intentional, of course. Like, you're not intentionally trying to make anyone feel left out. I just feel like you have a lot to sort through, and there's a lot that you're currently working through at the moment with this light-hearted energy of the Three of Cups and then the Hermit being at the bottom deck. I feel like if you are in a relationship, you've kind of been using it a bit, or not intentionally, of course, but it's been distracting you a little bit. But now you're getting into a more practical mindset, but as you are, you're noticing that you also want to make things much more practical with your partner, especially with the Knight of Swords that's here, and also with the Fool. This is a new opportunity, but there's perseverance present with the Nine of Wands. It's not something that you're giving up. You're not trying to leave this person behind in any way. You want to take them on your journey with you. So I see you kind of plotting ways in which you can take your relationship to the next level, as you're also making your own internal and external world a lot more grounded, and you're working towards making your future much more sustainable in this moment, especially with the Magician card here. You're currently transmuting your circumstances, and you're utilizing logic and methodologies to get you forward. You're very big on using your words at the moment to gather the information necessary by asking the right questions. If you've been single, I see that you've been in a very flirty, playful energy, and you probably have met a suitor here that unexpectedly is a lot more than you had originally anticipated, and it was kind of a bit of a shock at first, I'm not gonna lie, because this is the Wheel of Fortune energy after all. Like, it's very sudden karma, very sudden twists of fate. So I definitely see you being switched into a very serious gear with somebody else, or finding someone that you generally like have a very interesting relationship with, like someone that shares the same goals and communication style as you. And I see you like being conflicted as to if you want to make this something that's a bit more serious or not, because you are kind of feeling your Three of Cups energy. But I feel if this is a decision that you do make for yourself, I mean, energy is fluid after all, then this is someone that I feel like can definitely be very complementary to your modes of thought. And also I see that they have a lot of intellect and intelligence as well. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if this person does like something with like numbers or words, but that's just a feeling that I'm getting. Another thing that I'm also being feel to call with this particular group, especially now that I'm looking at the Page of Pentacles that's over here. I see a lot of ones here. I'm seeing the Page, and then I'm also seeing the Magician, and then I'm also seeing the Fool as well. So I definitely feel like a lot of you are very determined also to find your magician. If you are single, you're very determined to find the person that is kind of everything that you need and then some. And I think that you kind of kissed a few frogs, and you're kind of looking around wondering where your prince is, especially with the Two of Swords that has presented itself. But oh, they're on their way. They're on their way. I see you kind of, if you're conflicted about this person that you've dated, or that you're dating, and taking things further, there is a lot of promise with this person. I promise you're not being taken out of your single energy, your bad bitch single energy for no reason. This person definitely has a lot of substantial happiness to offer, and they definitely want to build like a world with you, most importantly, like not just like an emotional bond, but a world, something tangible as well. Like that is their mode of engagement with you, especially with the Empress that is also coming out for you as well. I definitely feel that there is a need to create something here. Something needs to be created here, and I think that the confliction is a matter of you wanting to remain independent or not if you're single, and seeing if dating is even worth the hassle. If you're someone that's been quite single for quite some time, you're wondering if this is a good time to put yourself back there. The answer is yes. Don't feel conflicted, because there is a lot more promise in the field than you think. Somebody is kind of like, hey, you want to do something for Valentine's Day? You're like, I think you should do it. And I think that it's definitely going to be very fun. If not the person that you end up being with, it's going to be fun nonetheless. If you are dating one person and wanting to take it more serious, this is definitely the time to instigate that. Any setbacks that you feel are primarily mental, not necessarily you being conflicted and settling down, but just being conflicted in general. Like I don't know if I should, just being like, nervous or a little anxious. There's nothing to be anxious about here. You got a nice little catch, so definitely go ahead and deepen that. If you're in a relationship and you're kind of like on that contrary, like you kind of got lost with this other person, and now you're trying to tie things down, and perhaps this is someone that you've been thinking about getting engaged to, or like starting a family with. I definitely think that there's a lot of happiness within that field of possibility, and I think that there is so much promise, really, within your particular love forecast, my Heart Collective. I mean, you are the Heart Collective. I think that there is a lot more to be gained here than you realize. Yes, with the World card and the Six of Cups that has also flashed itself out to me, there is a lot to be gained. There's a lot also for you to recognize about yourself. And I think that your period of independence is coming to a close, and now it's actually a time for you to really focus on building accordingly, and collaborating with people you share intimate connections with. So I'm going to use this deck now to get some cards about your person. So can you tell me about the Heart Collective person? Ooh, they're a bad bitch. Okay. We got the Queen of Wands that has just come out. Oof, yeah, she is hot to the touch. So regardless of gender or how this person identifies, I definitely think that there's someone that is very celebratory in their individuality, which is kind of why they kind of take you off guard, or why it was so easy for you to get not distracted, but just get lost with them for quite some time. I definitely think the Queen of Wands, they're very assured of who they are, and they're not afraid to be themselves. And they do have a way with words, a way with charisma that is very enticing to you. And with the Hanged Man present, I also see like this is where I was getting that lost energy from. This is big Neptune energy. Very rose tinted glasses, if you will. We do have two actual roses here. But I don't think that you're putting on rose tinted glasses when it comes down to this person. I think that they just generally are a wonderful, radiant human being. And it is just so easy for you to kind of find yourself lost in their particular world. And I feel like they also help you gain a new perspective on what it means to also be in the independent and unified at the same time, especially with the Judgment card that has also presented itself to us. Judgment is all about that soul calling, being called by a higher power to come into an accordance with an event or opportunity or human being. So I definitely think that with the Judgment card here, this is someone that is meant to be in your life right here, right now, for a very particular reason. And they're also here to help you further celebrate yourself as well, I'm hearing, and just provide a lot of love and support for the character that you are. And they want you to fully embrace every single aspect of you. And the more you do, the more they love you, which I think is a wonderful message to hear. You have the Nine of Swords present. So I also see even though there's very confident, assured person, nonetheless, they do have their worries, and they do, I feel like there's this sleeplessness, like they do think about you a lot, that is being confirmed with the Nine of Swords. But I definitely feel like a part of them wants more but isn't sure if you want the same. So I think that this is definitely a good time to level out the playing field here and set the record straight and be very honest with what you want with this person. That's definitely why the Judgment card is here, about a call to action, if you will. And to just be very open, especially with that Pisces energy here. That's a very poetic, romantic card, or not card, energy, excuse me. Wow, I was looking right at the Hanged Man when I said that. Let's see with the Strength card here. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable and be very real, even like the very mushy gushy feelings you have with this person. I feel like they're gonna love and appreciate all of it. I feel like they see this beautiful heart that you have with the Three of Cups present, and they want to hear more about it, and they want to know just what exactly it is that you're feeling and everything that you're feeling in its entirety. They will never judge you. They will never think lesser of you. In terms of how this relates to their personality with the Strength card, I definitely see that this is a very strong person, even if they have their doubts or they have just general preoccupation. I think that their particular paranoia, no matter how slight it is with your dynamicism, isn't exactly all reflected on you. I think generally they are a person, like with the Queen of Wands, with fire signs, I need a lot of like reassurance. I'm not gonna lie. They're very blunt people, so they kind of like having that energy around them. So I just generally think that it can be easy for them to get a bit preoccupied with the what ifs. And they're not all pertain to you, but I think that they overcome those blockages anyways, because they have such a strong sense of fortitude and resilience, especially with that Queen of Wands here. Like they're so assured of what they want and how they are going to get it. And I think that you're very attracted to that in them, and also like they're very attracted to you and just how fun you are, and how much they learn about themselves whenever they're around you. And I feel like they also learn a lot more about the world at large too whenever they do spend time with you. They learn like so much about the world beyond its own, and how they can find and build themselves accordingly every single time. I think that especially with the Judgment card here, yes, again we have the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my goodness, like this is someone that just like literally like did it hurt when you fell from heaven? Like, just like this angel that came out of nowhere for you. I feel like they're definitely like so supportive of you spiritually, and that's part of the purpose in terms of why they're here for you. They're here to definitely provide you a lot of support as you continue to morph into not all parts of yourself, and to put all parts of yourself out there equally, because there is so much about you that there is to love, aside from this very playful figure that you've been embodying recently, even though they know that's an integral part of who you are. Not to say that you've been fake or putting on a mask, but I definitely, that was very fast, but yes, the King of Swords here, like there is no veil of deception. I think that you have this very analytical nature, and I think that they see all parts of you with the King of Swords, and I think that they're very assured of the fact that they are with you for a reason, and that they feel like this particular dynamicism is divine intervention. I also feel that with the King of Swords present here and the Nine of Swords, like they're not sure, but they continue to gather information anyways, and they don't have a particular doubt about the fact that you care for them. It's just about them gaining the reassurance and knowledge for themselves about your particular character and how it operates. So I feel like emotional vulnerability will be very helpful in leveling out the playing field, and just being real with the fact that you want something that's serious. You don't just want something that is here for a good time and not a long time, you know what I mean? Or vice versa, perhaps that is something that they could even relay to you as a message with the King of Swords here. So what I like about them is that they're brains and brawn, so to speak. Like, not only are they sexy, but they're intelligent. Especially with the Knight of Wands, yes, and the Knight of Coins that has presented itself. There's definitely a lot of passion present. They're very passionate about you, and they're very passionate about the love that you share and growing it accordingly. They want to end like this tough cycle of being unsure of what the future holds, whether it be you reaching out or them reaching out. There is a lot more to be revealed here with the Moon card that's also coming out, and now we have Lomas Hermit under that as well. So I definitely think that with the Hermit card also being here, it shows a period of introspection and reflection, and I think that it would be perhaps in your benefit to think a little bit about how you want to come out to them with this revelation of love, if you will. Or for even vice versa, perhaps they say this to you. I feel like both of you are kind of like on the same page in terms of where do we go from here energy. Whether this is your first date or your 15th date with this person. So I definitely think that just being open and honest about your feelings will be very helpful. Especially the Three of Cups here. I think that it's just easy to get caught up in the fun of it, that you and the fun is still fun. It's still bonding at the end of the day. It's not like you're wasting time in any way, shape, or form. You most definitely aren't. But I feel like utilizing this time to be more practical and open in your engagement with this person and about the future that you want with them. Yeah, the Three of Cups is here again. Will be very beneficial to growing your relationship throughout this particular season. So we're gonna leave this here. And now let's get some oracle cards for you guys. Let's see what other messages there are that your person has for your dynamic. Alright, let's see what other messages the Heart Collector's person has. Spirit. Let's see what their messages this person has. Oh, yes. Synergy and healing. Exactly. There is some synergy that needs to ongo. I feel like you gotta again level out that playing field. I keep saying that, but I keep seeing the wand energy, which is so playful. And also Three of Cups is very playful in itself. Even though there is real connection with Three of Cups, it's still a very lighter or a lighter energy, I should say. So I definitely think that both of you being very open throughout this time would be very beneficial, especially now that we have Mercury conjunct Jupiter. Yes, midnight, the most magical hour of all, instigating a new cycle and utilizing this time to build a tomorrow that is meaningful will be very helpful. It'll help you heal. And again, you're not wasting time. You're making the most of your time with this person already by simply being with them with a place of love and respect and compassion. And I think that you pumping the brakes on the swept away nature of romance and being more practical about your approach to this person would be very helpful, because it'll also help you cultivate a garden and just a general harvest that will be nourishing and loving to your mind, body, and soul. Yes, skeleton. Yeah, again, we have the strength card. So there is definitely yes, mischief in play and strength. What a juxtaposition. I definitely think that there is strength in or there is like solid building in you having a lot of fun with this person, but I think that pausing the fun and looking at them and kind of coming to common ground and reaching a bit of a checkpoint, if you will, within your relationship. Yes, not to necessarily instigate control, but to weave both of your worlds and see just where exactly it is that you're both at right now, especially now that I'm being presented blind spots as well. I think that there is more that needs to be said between the two of you, or if this is again like someone that you're meeting for the first time, I think that after this particular escapade on this beautiful night of romance that you will be swept away with, there's going to be a few questions that are going to be unsaid. So I think that you kind of taking a moment, if you need to pause and reflect about the time you spent with this person and be honest with them about what it is that you're needing afterwards would be very helpful. But I think that they're going to be pretty reciprocative of what it is that you say anyways, because I feel like it's just going to provide them the clarity that they need, so they know just where exactly it is that the two of you stand together, and also where you stand individually and how they can best complement that as well. Yes, bloodstone. This was also your original bottom deck energy, detoxifying. So this is clearing the air. This the point of this particular day for you is to clear that air and to make it very clear about what your intentions are, or perhaps even they might make clear to you what their intentions are. And I think that just wow. Wow. Okay, there's two cards over there that I'm feeling particularly drawn to get. So allow me to simply get those. Okay, so we have turquoise, balance. Threw me off balance there, but okay. Let me get these. All right. Well, your person definitely has a lot to say. They have a lot to say to you. Ooh, okay. So yeah, this is definitely what you need to clear the air. That conversation, y'all gotta have that conversation. So yeah, but they're very real about it though. Courage, commitment. Okay, so okay, let me stop. Okay, so we have guarded, which is the heart and sacral chakra, and this is all about commitment. So this person is going to feel very committed to you again, even if like you just meet. They're going to be like, I don't know why, but I just met this person, but I already feel like I have a connection to them and I want to keep spending time with them. But I think that balancing the time that you have and making things a lot more practical and grounded and clear between the two of you will be very helpful. Even if you need to, even if you're wanting to like get married to this person or have a family with this person, I think that you also delegating time for yourself so you don't always get lost with the energy that you share with this person, because it's so intense and immersive, is very beneficial, especially with the aquamarine card that has just presented itself. This is all about courage and all about being very open with your emotions and how you feel about them. This is more Mercury energy that's coming in. We also have Untitled, which is live in the present, and this is about the heart chakra. So I think that you being very open about your boundaries is important here, so you don't feel as if you're getting swept away constantly, but also very real about why you need them in the first place, for one, and two, also being honest about the fact that you aren't wanting anything superficial, and you want something that is substantial. Is going to be very important to reflect upon, my beautiful, beautiful heart collective. Yes, your bottom deck energy is smudging, clearing the air. This is the same bottom deck energy for the last group, I'm pretty sure. But, or at least like, it was like under the bottom deck energy probably. But I think that this is, I need to clear the air, most importantly, because this is the root chakra, and this is kind of like the epicenter of the 7 chakral system. This is where everything starts and meet and ends. So I definitely think that you being very clear about your energy and intentions is important. Yes, we have moonstone also, which is moon cycles. This is all about being open about yourself and your spirit's need and general fulfillment. Yes, and also we have a fluorite here, spirit guides, third eye chakra. So especially with that cup energy and that Neptunian energy of the hanged man that's present, I wouldn't be surprised if this isn't your first time asking about this person through means of divination. But I definitely think that you should also have this conversation with them and not ask the cards. I feel like you're like, well, I'm not entirely sure how they'll react. I think they'll be very appreciative of you being very honest with them. I think that yeah, especially now that we have the tiger eye at the bottom, that's the solar plexus, is all about courage and not being afraid to be very honest about what you want with this person, because I'm pretty, yes, under that we have the apophyllite, which is connect. I think they are definitely just wanting to connect with you, and I know you want to connect with them. I think that you just need to set up very clear clauses about the grounds of your connection, so it can continue to grow into something that is free-flowing and meaningful. So that is what I'm seeing for you, my beautiful heart collective. Open your heart. That's the theme. That's your theme for your little Valentine's Day reading. I'm really happy for you, and I'm really looking forward to hearing how this may resonate with you. So do feel free to let me know in the comments down below what you think, or if you have any other questions or concerns, I'd love to hear this as well. Also, if you're digging the little FM frequency that I got relayed out into the cosmos over here, feel free to also like and subscribe. But either way, as always, I simply appreciate your presence, and I cherish the time that you take this channel with me. So thank you so much for being here. Please stay safe, please stay blessed, and I will see you all soon. Bye.